It's not just a house. It's a kingdom of glass, gold, and silence.
A place where sunlight costs millions.
And every corner hides a story of obsession, ambition, and madness.
They called it the One, a seal, the most expensive home ever built.
But what really lies behind its golden walls?
In the heart of Los Angeles, where dreams meet design, a new vision was taking shape, one that would soon redefine the meaning of luxury.
Up these hills, past the homes of movie legends and moguls, rose a project so vast that locals.
What began as an architect's sketch quickly turned into obsession. Every line,
Guiding that vision was Niall Naomi, once a Hollywood producer, now the man determined to create a home fit for the gods of modern wealth.
Step inside, and the world expands. Sunlight floods across marble, glass, and
every curve of the staircase, every glimmer of metal told the same story.
For years, hundreds of craftsmen chased that story. Each touch of polish, each inch of marble brought the dream closer to reality.
Day by day, dust turned into symmetry. From concrete skeletons emerged form and
blueprints became corridors. Sketches became skylines.
Morning in Bel Air, the house awakens with the city, silent yet alive. What began as a dream now towers above Los Angeles. Inside, light dances on marble and gold. The One was no longer just architecture. Teams from around the world arrived. Artists, engineers, visionaries, each adding. But perfection has a price. Plans changed, costs soared. What was once a $100 million dream began to grow beyond control. Day by day, construction pushed forward. Time blurred into years. Every delay, every storm.
At the center of the project was a visionary developer, determined to turn an empty hillside into one of the most ambitious homes ever attempted in Los Angeles.
The mansion spread across 105,000 square feet, larger than most hotels, more expensive than most skyscrapers.
It had everything: a nightclub, a theater, a gym, even a moat. Each room designed to prove one point, that limits don't exist.
But the higher the walls rose, the deeper the numbers fell. The cost now exceeded $500 million, and investors began to worry. The dream was alive, but beneath the lights, a storm was forming. One that would soon test everything Niall had built. The One stood complete, its perfection almost unreal. Yet inside those walls, silence grew louder than celebration. It was built for the world's richest, but no one moved in. The mansion waited.
The dream had crossed $500 million. Loans piled up, deadlines passed, and the empire around it began to shake.
For the man behind the mansion, this was more than construction. It was a vision years in the making. But with the world watched as the One, once the symbol of limitless ambition, slipped into financial chaos.
In 2022, the mansion went to auction. Its dream price of $500 million reduced to a bid of just $126 million.
Even sold at a fraction of its worth, the One remained unmatched, triffy, a monument to beauty and to the cost of chasing it. Some call it failure. Others call it art. But every creation born from obsession carries both. The One became more than a home waitress. It became a mirror, reflecting the dream of a city built on ambition.
From dust to gold, and from gold to silence, the One reminds us that even perfection comes with a price.
Even after the headlines faded, the One stood quietly, not as a scandal, but as a symbol of human ambition carved in stone.
Each ray of light still reveals the craftsmanship, the invisible hands that turned raw concrete into art.
Many who built it returned, years later, to see what they created, still proud, still in awe of what once felt impossible.
From above, the One becomes part of the city's silhouette, a crown upon a skyline shaped by dreams.
The design wasn't just about luxury, it was about scale, symmetry, and the belief that design itself could be emotional.
That's what made the One extraordinary. It didn't hide from the world, it mirrored it.
Soon, others tried to follow. Dubai, London, Miami, cities competing to build their own One.
Luxury became louder, faster, more visible to Cleanf, but rarely as daring. The One had set a standard few could reach.
Even its smallest details spoke in gold, not just of wealth, but of legacy.
Architects worldwide borrowed its language. Clean geometry, floating edges, light as architecture itself. But true luxury, the One reminds us, isn't measured in price. It's measured in the courage to imagine.
Every night, Los Angeles burns with thousands of dreams. The One stands above them all.
Empty, it feels poetic for them, as if waiting for time to decide what it should become next.
Even in silence, it lives, catching the night sky, holding the...
Some projects change cities. Others change the people who build them. The One did both.
Because sometimes the most beautiful things we create aren't meant to be old. They're meant to be remembered.
Behind every beam and every floor, there were stories of hope, exhaustion, and pride.
And though the doors may close, the idea they opened still echoes across the hills. From dust to gold thin reef, and from gold to legend, the One is no longer a home, because in the end, every dream, no matter how grand, begins the same way, with a